Hey everyone, this is Miss 1776 here, and you're here for the Deja Vu stream.
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future.
That intro never gets old, I swear, I love it. Today we're going to be going over Idiocracy, as you guys can probably tell by the thumbnail that Rosales has provided us. And any lapses in my mental streams today get to go to the fact that I have a cold. So, there we go. We're just going to blame it on that. And then I guess every other week we can blame it on I don't know, like I can't even say the word. I'd like to stay on YouTube. Okay. So anyways, Rosales, do you have the little summary for the movie?
I do. It's going to be a little bit different, I guess, for everybody because we're here on Wednesday as opposed to Tuesdays, and that's just a matter of convenience for both of us now. So it's just it works out a little bit better for everybody that we're here. So let me get to the summary real quick. Idiocracy is a satirical comedy directed by Mike Judge, the guy who created Beavis and Butthead and what is that one? King of the Hill. Yeah. The story follows an average military man named Joe Bowers who is chosen for a suspended animation experiment. However, things go awry and he wakes up 500 years later to find himself in a future where society has become incredibly dumbed down. Due to widespread cultural and intellectual decline, the world is populated by people with severely diminished intelligence. Joe, initially an average guy from the past, becomes the smartest person in the future society. He investigates this bizarre world with the help of a street smart prostitute named Rita. As the story unfolds, Joe realizes that his intelligence could potentially save the world, and he embarks on a journey to rectify the situation. The film uses humor to critique contemporary society's direction and the consequences of neglecting intellectual and cultural advancement.
That was wonderfully done. Hey, Cole, how are you doing? Oh, and you also provided us a great slide set. Do you want me to pull that up or?
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay.
Don't mind the chihuahua.
Oh, I thought that was one of the kids. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Did I do it right? No, of course I didn't do it right. There we go. Now I did it right. And then I have to, there we go. So what do I do? How do I do this? Do I just click through or?
Yeah, you can click through it.
There we go. So there's Joe, guys. There's average Joe. So
yeah, let's see. Says Joe Bowers, the average military man, selected for that. This is a breakdown of it. Joe Bowers, an average military man, is selected for a suspended animation experiment along with Rita, a prostitute. The experiment is supposed to last a year, but it goes awry, and he winds up being down for 500 years.
Oh yeah, and then it shows the average intelligence going down, and it was kind of interesting in this part of the movie where it was discussing instead of the scientists focusing on the average intelligence and trying to stop it from going down and seeing what's going on, they were too busy working on stupid things like what was it? It was like hair growth and Viagra. So I thought that was kind of interesting because I feel like we have problems that we see today where we're we should have our scientists working on it, but instead they're working on, stupid things like, trying to figure out what girls and boys are, the differences. Hey, Rosales, hey, Rosales, sorry. I told you guys I'm slow today. Cole's wishing you and your family well.
Oh, my family. Well, thank you. He encounters various absurdities caused by the population's low intelligence and lack of critical thinking. That's
Yeah, but
the next.
okay, go ahead. No, yeah, go ahead.
What do we got now? Hold on, I lost my place on my tabs.
Oh, did I go too fast? I'm
There we
sorry. You
go.
want
No,
me to...
no, 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 no. No, you can see the various absurdities right there. As a matter of fact, the number one TV show being "Ow My Balls." So, and I like how they predicted all of the advertising, the glutton of advertising that shows up in television shows.
Yeah, exactly. And what was really interesting was like the what was it? That they had like a bunch of monopolies too on things. So I thought that was like where it was like what was it? Carl's had like a monopoly on a bunch of different things. I think was it Costco or Walmart? I think it was
It
Costco
was
that had
Costco. Yeah.
Costco had the monopoly and what they were offering law degrees. That was pretty silly. And let's see, Cole says, "So happy this film has become a cult classic over the years." Exactly.
It's become a
Oh,
documentary.
yeah, it really has. And then a guy, we didn't get to address the beginning. My bad. The part about the children, how in the beginning it's interviewing like a bunch of hillbillies or rednecks or whatever you want to call them,
Hmm.
and they just keep having like a bunch of kids and they're pretty stupid. And then it showed on the other side you have these like intelligent affluent married couple, and they keep putting off having children because it's just like not the right time. They're waiting to be financially stable, but you can see that in the background that they do have uh, they are financially stable. It kind of reminded me of the Dinks today. I don't know if you've heard about the Dinks. What do they call them? Dual income, no kids group. But of course, I don't know. I would almost put them in the idiot group from listening to them talk. But anyways, so you see the affluent couple, and they keep putting off kids, and then finally, like the husband ends up dying, so they end up not continuing on their tree, whereas the stupid people keep having. I think what they end up with like something like 67 kids, like because the dude kept like sleeping with other women, and it was like getting his tree was getting chaotic.
Yeah, there wasn't a slide with the.
Oh, okay. Is that coming up?
Or really, it might have been out of order then, huh?
I could have. Maybe I skipped it. Should I go back?
Yeah.
Hey, WZ. Yeah, let me go back real quick.
WC, how's it going?
So you
Yeah.
can see it. Oh,
Huh.
okay, hold
I
on.
missed
Nope.
it.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. I was going to say, you can see I'm like the idiot generation here. Hey, WZ. Hope you're having a good one. Okay. And oh, yeah, that was the part with the buildings where they're collapsing on each other.
Yeah.
They're leaning on each other. So I can't see. Is there text to this one too?
Let me see. Uh, Not really. No. Except that he realizes he's the smartest person alive in the future, and it leads him to becoming. What is that right? This might not be right. Leads him to becoming president, as his
Yeah.
ideas and basic problem-solving abilities seem extraordinary in this society.
And that was what was cool too, was to see him going from what did his commander tell him? Either lead, follow, or get out the way. And
Yeah,
so,
and he always got out of the way.
and so we see him having growth and choosing to, his story of realizing that he needs to be someone who leads. So I think that was kind of cool to see what growth is. It wasn't just that he now became the smartest guy in the world, even though he was like the average Joe. It's that he was willing to step up, when it was needed. And we'll get to that, I think, as we go through. Let me see what the next one is. There you go. So, okay, yeah, here he is as president. So yeah, I'm not sure if you have the a slide for this, but I know that Terry Crews is like one of the presidents, or Terry Crews was the president. I love Terry Crews. I thought he was hilarious in this movie.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff happening there.
Oh yeah.
And let's see, Joe attempted to fix the problems plaguing the world, such as crops dying because they're being watered with an energy drink. And Joe and Rita undertake a mission to rescue Frito Pendejo, a lawyer and Joe's appointed attorney, who has landed in trouble. So, not trying to
And
give
then,
too much away. So,
oh, sorry. I know you don't. I'm like, here, let me just tell you guys the whole plot and spoil everything for you. But I will say, what was interesting or what was funny about um, the watering, what was it? Because they were sponsored. It was like some corporation wanted them to use or got them into using. Was it the Gatorade? It wasn't Gatorade, but it was like a Gatorade because it had like electrolytes. It turned out the salts were killing the crops,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then yeah. So, but it upset like the people too when he would try to solve the issue. Then it ended up upsetting the people, and I mean, we'll circle back when we come back to how it kind of relates to today. But of course, that was just this movie. I will say this wasn't out of all the movies we watched so far, it's probably not wasn't my favorite movie, but I thought it was pretty funny actually. Um, like I said, especially with the actors that they did get for this. And then okay, what is that? I think that's the Gatorade Tower,
Brondo.
right?
Yeah. Brondo.
Okay.
The thirst mutilator. It's got electrolytes.
Um, okay, there he is. What was his name? It was like President. It was like President Camacho. It was like something Mountain Dew something. Everybody's like named after a product too.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, I wish I wrote down his whole name. I think I just have President Camacho to keep it short. Darn. So we'll keep going. Do you have anything? Okay, so let me stop me if you have something written for your slides because I don't want to.
Okay. The
Okay,
time
yeah.
machine. Yeah. Let's see here.
I agree, WC. They definitely need more movies like this.
Joe learns that the government's solution to everything is to ignore problems and hope they disappear. He decides the only way to fix things is to return to his time. So Joe manages to fix the time machine and plans to take Rita back with him and try to prevent the dystopian future from happening. And then we take a look at what the time machine really is.
I
Next slide,
realized.
please. It's a ride.
I didn't catch before that they had spelt time machine wrong. That is funny.
Yeah.
And WZ says we should do a watch along and commentate as you watch it. Yeah, that'd be nice, but apparently YouTube doesn't let you do that. I guess we could do it on your Rumble though, couldn't we?
I guess so. I think it's available somewhere. Like it could be available on Amazon, but for a purchase.
Oh yeah.
But they do you could do like they do the wrestling watch alongs where everybody's watching the same thing at the same time, but it's not being broadcast onto the screen. So it's like a group of screens like this one and this one, and then nothing on the main screen here like we've got right now. And then we're all watching it ourselves and commenting on it as it goes along.
Oh, kind of like with tracks, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
and sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I mean the way we did the Plan 9 from Outer Space, which wound up getting me a copyright strike. That's one way of doing it, but the other way is where we don't actually show what's going on, but we are watching it at the same time. So, and we could do that actually if we watched it as a group on Discord.
Ooh.
While we were doing this on StreamYard. So
Okay, so maybe we could do it through so we would watch it on your Discord. Like everybody would come over to your Discord and watch it on your Discord, and then we would do the commentary here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do something like that.
That's a good idea. I like that.
I mean, I've got two screens. I can get away with it. I don't know about everybody else, but I can do that. Oh, they can do it on their phones, I guess.
He says, or you can blur the movie screen so it's barely noticeable.
Yeah, that's there's an issue with old people. It's called the lack of neuroplasticity. When you're young, your neurons can adapt to the learning process, and as you get older, it starts to prune out the synapses that aren't doing anything. And so you wind up with less but more efficient synapses. And as the neuroplasticity wanes as you get older, you're less able to build the new synapses for the newer information that you've got going on. So you can't teach an old dog new tricks like blurring out a video.
Yeah, guys, I only know how to blur it out after it's already been uploaded, because there was I accidentally showed a picture.
You
Okay, there
accidentally
was
showed
like
a lot of stuff.
I know, right? But yeah, so it's kind of a pain to do. I think you guys have to teach me that. See, make sure you guys pick a movie that you're passionate about. Yeah, of course. But yeah, so was this the last slide, or was there any more slides?
There may have been one more.
Oh, here's the credits.
Yeah.
Like that horny guy.
But you could see the amount of talent that went into this. You got Luke Wilson, Maya Rudolph, Dax Shepard, Terry Crews. I don't know who Anthony Critic Campos is, but yeah, there's some people in there. And
Justin Long.
Justin Long, yes, the doctor who only knew how to read a receipt and tell people they need to pay a certain amount. So,
and then go ahead.
That doctor reminds me a lot of who you meet at a counter for fast food, because it's what it says right here. I can't do anything other than that. So.
That was like the other thing. Oh yeah, the diagnostic machine. So when he was saying that he wasn't feeling, when Joe had went to the hospital right after he woke up in another time. What was it, like 500 years in the future or something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
He went to the hospital to get kind of checked out, and he's telling like the receptionist what's wrong, and it's like there's like a button for everything, like if their elbow hurts or if they have a headache. And like, because he's listing off so many things, she hits like the mystery button, or like the diagnostic test button. It was disgusting. And then they had like 3 prongs, one that went in his ear, one that went in his mouth, and one that went up his anus. And of course the guy got them mixed up.
Yeah, the diagnostic guy got confused which one goes where. And they didn't clean anything off, they just switched them out.
It was just disgusting. And then, of course, that was when you find out with the Gatorade thing, where he asked for water. They don't have water. Like, they keep thinking it's from the toilet. So they think later on that they're killing the plant plants with the toilet water, not realizing that they're actually growing the plant. It's just a silly, stupid movie, guys. And then the other one who was in here was the guy who does the voice of Bill on King of the Hill. I wish I could remember his name. Oh, Stephen Root. Stephen Root was on here. He was the judge.
Yes.
So, that was a great cameo. And I guess Mike Judge did a couple cameos. I think they were going to try to get, I can't remember his name. Who's the guy who does Machete? Who plays Machete?
Yeah,
Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo, yeah.
Yeah, I think they were going to try to get him to be in here, because Danny Trejo is also the voice of Octavius, or Octavio. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Octavio. He's the voice of Octavio, and then one of Hank Hill's co-workers on King of the Hill. So they were going to try to get him on here, but I think like there was a conflict of schedules or something. And then, yeah, exactly. Great actors.
I don't know what happened. We tried to offer him a lot of money, but it just didn't happen. So, whatever.
I wonder how Miss feels knowing the concept for this film was thought after Mike Judge visited Disneyland. Oh, that makes it even more funny. That's how I feel. Are you kidding? Half the time that is like it is at Disneyland. As long as they didn't get Steven Seagal in here from Machete. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, I can, now that you guys are saying that, I feel that way, because sometimes you ask like simple questions, and it is like that. But then also like the people there sometimes are pretty stupid. And I mean, like some of the visitors too. Not dogging on the parents though. I never dog on parents unless they're like raising brats. Then yeah, that's a story for another time. So let's see, where do we leave off here? On do you see any correlations to today? Rosales. What correlations?
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what I have written down here. The film depicted a society heavily influenced by TV and a culture obsessed with celebrity figures. That seems to be happening right now. This portrayal bears some resemblance to the rise of reality TV shows and the increasing fascination with celebrity culture in the years following the movie's release. So it was almost like the film gave everybody a pathway to follow and said, hey, I think we should do this. It became a roadmap.
Yeah, it really did, because that's celebrity culture. I mean, shoot, I can't believe how many people just blindly follow celebrities into whatever they say. I'm like, these people aren't doctors. They're not lawyers. Okay, some actually are lawyers. I think what's his face was a lawyer. There's like one actor I know that was a lawyer first. Actually there's a doctor too. I forgot there is a comedian who's a doctor. Okay. Very few of them are doctors and lawyers here, guys. Most of these people are just actors. They don't know anything. They just like read what's written on a script. Someone else writes their words. Okay, is this what we all call the K-pop stans watching before becoming them? What about Dr. Dre from Walter?
I want to know where he got his degree.
Probably from Costco.
And the movie also heavily satirized the overwhelming presence of branding and commercialization in everyday life. And it aligns with the ongoing trend of aggressive marketing strategies and the pervasive nature of brands in this modern society. Now, you're not going to see a whole lot of that at rosalescomics.com if you go there. It's not a whole lot of outside branding there, just a bunch of collection of wonderful comics available for you right now in digital format or in hard copy form. So, see how I snuck that in there?
Yeah, get that. I mean, we're sponsored by Rosales Comics, so go get those comics now today. But this is different. We're not corrupt, so we're good. Let's see what
Walter says. You're telling Doctor Strange and Doctor who aren't reliable medical professionals? Stop with the misinformation. And Cole says, it would have been smart if you guys had a bunch of advertisements in the background for this stream as a subtle joke. You mean this particular stream that is brought to you by DMR Hosting with fast, reliable services with packages starting at $4.99? DMRhosting.com. Fast, friendly service available throughout the United States and throughout the world with 99% uptime. Yeah, that would have been cool, Cole. You should have done that.
Or made a custom commercial break for this.
I think I'm made of them.
Oh, here we go. We have sponsored by NASCLAC.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, WZ says he's going to get some hard copies.
Oh,
nice.
Very good. Very good.
He says, nice plug. Nice plug, as always. And hey, Andrew Clark, how you doing? Happy to see you on here. Having a good evening. And he wants to know if you accept Zelle.
Yeah, I accept Zelle. Absolutely. Not for the hard copies, but it was my birthday, so you can Zelle me anyway. Had a big 50-plus birthday on Saturday. So.
Wow. Congratulations.
That's right. I should be a grandfather by now.
Okay, so you don't look that old.
Yeah. I could. You know what? If I had done like most people and married a high school sweetheart, I would have probably a 29-year-old maybe. And if my wife and I had gotten pregnant right away when we got married, we would have a 21-year-old at least. So, yeah, I'm up there.
Yeah, but now think about it this way, your kids can keep you young. You got little ones.
Got my 16-year-old who pretends not to know anything about computers. Just leaves me hanging.
And then Walter says, "Happy belated birthday, Rosales."
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
And WC says, "L for MSK." You're going to give him an L on his birthday?
It's MSK's birthday?
Yeah. It's his 29th birthday today. So happy birthday to MSK in the comments.
Happy birthday, loser. Man, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, 1 year, then you'll be 30. You'll be 30. Coming up. Okay. Did you watch the Boogie documentary? No, but maybe what's the Boogie documentary?
It's about a streamer named Boogie something.
The Boogie one. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, today I'm using my cold as my excuse for forgetting literally everything. No, I got to watch that, and I'm almost horrified to watch that. I have no idea what we're gonna. Speaking of shameless advertising,
I think it's kind of a rise and fall kind of thing.
Oh, that was sweet from WZ. Happy belated birthday, and then happy belated birthday, guys, and then Boogie 2988. Happy L Day.
Everybody wish MSK. Everybody wish MSK a happy L Day. And tell him ladies' night so he can go out and get a drink somewhere for free.
And then MSK, or not MSK, guys. Oh, God, my brain. Cole says, "I linked you the documentaries in the." Yeah, you did. I remember that. And then more of like a trip down horrible lane on the Boogie one. Yeah, what that's gonna. Oh, I don't know how we're gonna. What I'm gonna do with that one. That you guys have already basically told me everything that's going on, and that just sounds like idiocracy because he blew all his money on like prostitution, which is actually what happens in here too. I forgot. That's another big theme is that people are obsessed with money and sex, and they keep blowing all their money on prostitutes. Here's another one. Okay, today is actually MSK Pride Day, Walter. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, yeah. The other thing was I think the cops in here were like pretty. Like the cops, they kept just like pepper spraying everyone, and they like, what didn't they blow up his car at one point or something?
Yeah, the cops were really, really violent at the drop of a dime, and that was kind of a prediction too, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. When they tell them to like peacefully vacate the car and they leave, or not vacate the car, but they're like, okay, if you guys like stop now, we're not going to do anything. And instead, they just blow up the entire car, set it on fire. And then everyone's so obsessed with like the violence and everything that even the guy, was it Frito, who was helping him, it was his car, and he's all obsessed watching the car on fire.
And the film's portrayal of a society with diminished attention spans and an overload of information reflects ongoing discussions about the impact of the digital age on attention spans and information consumption habits. Ooh, that was a mouthful. But you see, we are now probably, the younger generation is just stupid, and they've got all the information at the tip of their fingers. If you've ever been around a toddler and you ask them to look for something and they just go like this, I don't see it. Then you've also been around a teenager and a college age student who can't find his shoes.
Or my dad.
Well, he's put a lot of work into forgetting how to find his shoes. So he's earned the right to have somebody bring him his shoes.
Now let's see. He took her to Disneyland. Boogie put who through college? He put one of his prostitutes or escorts for college. Took her to Disneyland on top of it. Okay. Or are they talking?
That's like going to a park and Ubering food.
Yeah, that is.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
That is.
And you ever tried to talk to anybody these days with their, the language and the slang and everything else, Idiocracy also showcased a future where language had evolved into a simplified form. While not as extreme, there are ongoing discussions about the evolution of language, including the impact of slang and informal communication on linguistics and norms. So you get into anybody's DMs, you've got a rough idea of where everybody's headed, because you look back at the Egyptians where they had pictographs, to basically tell the story because they didn't have a written language of words. And then society gets to a point where we can now speak eloquently because words have been discovered and created, and languages have been created, beautiful languages like the romantic languages of French and Italian and Spanish, all of this wonderful stuff. And now we've gotten to such an evolved point in human history that we are now back to communicating with pictographs, emojis.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I think someone had pointed out that they read a letter from like an like basically someone who was a soldier in the Civil War who would have had an eighth grade education, and their language, like their writing skills and how they wrote so eloquently and beautiful was like, you don't have that today. And that was an eighth grade language. And now you have people going to college and everything, and they still sound stupid. They can't even say out the word delusional. Like, I mean, they come up with all these like chopped up words that half the time you're saying, I'm sorry, what are you saying to me? Can you say that again?
I saw a video of this guy who had asked some college age kids what was 15 times 4. And after great debate and discussion and mathing themselves, they came up with the answer of 28. College.
I'm sorry, what? 28? How do you even come up with 28? You can't even add or subtract from 15 to come up with 28.
No, they can't, and that's the kids today. Andrew says, I asked my oldest to get something and told him where it was. He couldn't find it, but when I went over to get it, it took me 5 seconds. Yeah, that happens with me. And usually I tell them, if I have to go in and find it for you, I'm going to hit you with it. So they usually find it pretty quickly once I get up. So they start looking around the way they should have when I ask them to go get something. So
I'm have to start using that.
I do not recommend following through, Andrew. Not at all. Fortunately, they believe me. So I've never had to. Never had to.
Yeah, you're right. My little nieces and nephews wouldn't believe me. In fact, I'd probably end up getting hit with the act of knowing them.
No. I get voluntary. I get volunteers to find stuff for me. When I say, where are my shoes? They'll say, I'll find it, Dad. I'll find it. And then they come in there swinging. So.
Cole, so it sounds like something Miss would do if I recommended her a disturbing movie. Yeah, that would be something I would do to you, Cole, and you're an adult, so I can get away with it.
No.
So remember that.
If he ever tells you to watch a Serbian film, don't ask him what the title is, because that's the title and you don't need to watch it.
That's why I don't trust him. When we're gonna do our thing, when I let him pick his movies, I don't trust him. I'm gonna make sure that I go through Rosales. I can't even trust Jaded because I think he would like let me watch something terrifying. So I'll go through you and have him check through you if they're good or not.
Oh, jeez. It was not
disturbing.
No.
You are disturbed, Cole. Yeah, I remember in one of my psychology classes, we talked about the difference between disturbing and disturbed. And Cole, you fit the definition of disturbed.
Well, if he did admit to watching all kinds of things that normal people usually have physical and emotional reactions to. So, he's definitely my tongue won't even go to that word. But he don't feel nothing no more. So.
Yeah, Cole says Jada would make you watch something like Roots or Mandingo. Yeah, probably. Or that Rotten Tomato movie. Oh, no, it's Attack of Tomatoes. I don't know. It's Tomatoes
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. That's one.
That is hilarious. That's one of my wife's favorite movies.
I still want to see Plane. Is that what the movie's called? The one.
Airplane?
Yeah, I still want to see Airplane.
Airplane is funny. Uh, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is funny in a bad way, if you know what I mean, like a bad movie funny. It's
Uh, like Lifetime movie bad?
uh, I don't think I know that movie. Give me a moment. I'm gonna look for something real quick, guys. The way that was written, I don't know if we should trust that. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. Here we go. All right.
Yeah, I can't tell if that's like a one of those Lifetime puppy movies or after hour movies. And my brain's mush, I can't remember if anybody told me either.
Hmm. Oh,
Troll 2.
It's not where I thought it would be. No. Okay, so listen to me type like I know how to type.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, it's based on a webtoon. A spicy rom-com webtoon comes to life with somebody's name and somebody else's name as coworkers who enter. I don't know how to speak Korean, so I can pronounce this. A contractual relationship as partners in consensual play, pleasure, and pain. Oh,
Yeah, so it's one of those Lifetime movies.
yeah, it's one of those kind of movies. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know what? Another point was in the movie that they brought up that I liked, and obviously this has been going on for a while, but the president had picked, his various cabinet members, and like how the Department of Education, the guy who was running the Department of Education was his idiot brother that everybody called an idiot. So it was like, picking stupid people to help run, picking your buddies rather than picking someone who's like best for the job. I think that was obviously, but I mean that I think is
Like
just
the current
going on.
cap.
Yeah, exactly. It's really wholesome, sort of. I like this sort of.
Talking about Troll 2. Troll 2 was made before it got the name Troll 2. It's not even a sequel to Troll 1. It was just a film that some people had made, like a community theater kind of a thing. The whole community, the whole town came together to make this film. And so it's got this feel of early biblical movies, the the, the the Christian fundamentalist films that they used to make, where it was just really bad lighting, bad acting, and bad scripting and bad dialogue and all that other kind of stuff. Except Troll doesn't have that kind of message.
So it's not those trolls, like those troll dolls?
No.
Oh.
Has nothing to do with that.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. It's so hilarious. What is it about? Is it like about trolls? Like
It's about an hour and a half too long. That's what it is.
Sorry, I mean, like my brain's just like thinking of like the kids shows and kids movies, and that's like pretty much my life now. Unless I get to watch, unless now when I'm doing these streams where I finally get to watch like something meant for like adults.
So ever since my my boys switched over to YouTube, we haven't been watching all of the bad kid shows. So I think that's probably got something to do with why kids aren't watching any of the Disney channels and the Nickelodeons and whatnot. But that's for a different stream, I guess.
Did you guys? I don't know if they would have gotten into Blippi. They might have been too old for that. But maybe you're on. Yes. Did you ever watch Blippi?
Yeah, he did. He caught the opening end or the tail end of it or whatever. He watched some Blippi before he blew up. But that was because Blippi was on YouTube as well. So he caught Blippi on YouTube before he started to blow up and be on TV and various streaming channels on cable knockoffs and whatnot.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is thing.
I can't even explain the premise much to you because one, I'd rather you experience the magic yourself, and two, it's hard to, but starts with a family going to a village for a vacation. That's all I'll say.
Well, then this sounds like it's going to be a horror movie, Cole. Is it a horror movie?
Yes, it is.
Cole? No. Bad Cole. I need my spray bottle. I need to make a spray bottle like emoticon or something so I could spray it at him. Being a weirdo like that. You save your horror movies for next week. So anyway, let's see if we have any more talking points on here. I enjoyed them trying to take what was it, when the machine stopped working and took the poor lady's money? They tried to like send CPS to take away her children. That was pretty, I mean, I feel like that's pretty accurate for California right now. Let's see if I have anything else. California, I don't know if anybody knows, but California is like CPS so terrible. Like they'll leave like the kids with their like terrible abusive parents, but then they'll try to take the kids away from the parents that actually care and like actually do something for their children. Oh, did you want me to pull that YouTube up, Rosales? Oh, we can't. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Sure.
Oh, okay, there we go. Oh gosh, do I want to watch this?
It's just a trailer.
God, what is it gonna do? Okay. Oh, come on. I don't even know if I could. This like Goosebumps.
She's watching the trailer, folks, to Trolls 2, Troll 2.
What was it rated?
It wasn't rated anything because it didn't go out to the movie theaters.
It didn't?
It went directly to DVD. If that
was there a first Trolls?
There was a first Troll movie that the distributors own the rights to. And they wanted to make a sequel to it. However, there was no interest by the filmmakers to make a second Troll movie. So they found this and, released it under that name. And Cole says, Troll 1, by the way, was about something entirely different and is similar to a Harry Potter. The creator later tried suing J.K. Rowling for plagiarism. Yeah, I was also shocked about Blippi blowing up, They put him.
Why is this such a long, this is such a long trailer? What the heck?
And Cole says there's a documentary about Troll 2 gaining its popularity, and there are even festivals with it now.
There are what now?
Festivals, like
oh gosh,
Comic-Con type of thing, but about Troll 2. Do I know whose origin? Cole Turner. Do I know your origin? No, but I've seen your FBI file. No, I don't know anything about the guys who made Troll 1 or Troll 2, really. Blippi? No, I don't know about the origins of Blippi. And I've never seen his rap sheet.
I just can't believe that this is an official trailer. This trailer is like long, like ridiculous and stupid. That was the most ridiculous, stupidest. And then there's a werewolf in the first Troll. I mean,
while the film exaggerated this aspect, the portrayal of celebrities becoming president echoes the emergence of celebrities running for political office. or gaining significant attention in politics. So this was well before 2016, I think, when a celebrity who had lots of apprentices ran for office and
The
hinted at the influences of media on public opinion and behavior, which resonates with ongoing debates about the media manipulation, fake news, and shaping of public perception through various media channels. You think about how many people have taken a TikTok challenge and wound up in the hospital or dying or being on the news for some reason or another. It's because of the media, social media influences on the population. So let's see, what is Cole saying over here? You went by a different name in the past and made filth meme content. You went viral for a Harlem Shake video where he shot diarrhea on some other dude's
yeah.
face in a bathroom. You talking about Blippi?
Yeah, he's talking about Blippi. So the story with Blippi is Blippi took a dump on someone and it was recorded and went viral. This is way before he became Blippi. But then he had his little nephew and wanted to make like a show for his nephew. So that's because he would do like the Blippi thing and everything. So, but what happened is that part of his past has haunted him. And like, actually, it is actually surprising that he's been able to gain success, even with that being in his background. But he's trying to move away from that image, especially now that he's married and I think he has a kid. But
well, you know, the juvenile crap you do in the past will always come back.
To bite you. Yeah.
And I mean crap.
So disgusting, too. That was funny though, because the one thing he says, you know, people do a lot of stupid things when they're drunk, and people go, you know, I've gotten really drunk in the past, and I've never done something that stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
America, we had a good run. Night, everybody. Yeah. What a deal! What a thing. Anyway, go out, find this movie. It's a wonderful documentary about the current day.
Try not to contribute to. Oh, you know what? Actually, do try to, you know, watch the end, and then you know the solution to the end is the average Joes need to start having kids. Whoever's left that's not stupid, start trying to have more kids here.
I'm telling you, start taking warning labels off of ladders and things. You know, somebody posted a meme that said from the past. In 2023, we will have flying cars. And then they showed 2023. It was a wrapper that said, "Do not eat this wrapper."
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I still like the one where they have it where it's like some guy from the 50s calling. He's like, "Hi, I'm from the 1950s." He's like, "Do you guys have flying cars yet?" And then the next one's like, "What do you mean you guys don't know what a girl and a boy is?" Paul says the dumbest thing this has done while drunk is good. I had never gone to a bad concert. That was an excellent concert, Cole. How dare you?
You were drunk, so you couldn't know.
It was Dwight Yoakam. Therefore, I do know it was a good concert.
Okay, I take that back. I bought tickets to see him when he was coming down to the what casino was that? Doesn't matter. But then COVID hit and they pushed it back to the beginning of the year, and then they shut down everybody. And then it took me another 2 years to get a refund because they never rescheduled. So didn't get to go see him, but I would have gone to that concert.
Well, I hope he comes back your way because he was great. And he still has his everything. Not trying to rub it in your face or anything. I'm just saying he was excellent.
Well, one thing he doesn't have is his hair. Boom, boom.
That is true.
Hey, trivia. The movie had a delayed release. The film faced distribution issues and was released with minimal marketing in just a few cities, leading to a limited theatrical run in 2006. Its popularity grew significantly later through a home media and word of mouth. So Cole told all his friends.
Mm-hmm. Geez, sorry, I keep coughing. I'm so glad I didn't do that with the camera, or not camera, the mic on.
Yeah, don't accidentally turn on the camera when you try to turn your mic on.
Oh, watch what I'll do this time. Aha, I have a sticky note this time.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm getting smarter sometimes. But in regards to some things. Well, I actually remember that movie too. I remember that being in our in my movie theater because that was 2006, so I think I was 16. What movie I went to see? I don't know, probably a Harry Potter movie. I had a friend who was like obsessed with Harry Potter, so we went to like every single Harry Potter movie that was out in the midnight showings. I don't remember anything about that movie. I don't know. Someone else will. Sorry about that. That was a weird ramble.
Also, the DVD release contained hidden Easter eggs, including additional scenes and behind-the-scenes footage, adding value for fans seeking more content beyond the theatrical release. So, if you find a DVD copy of this somewhere, you'll be treated to those things that are probably already online if you go looking for them.
Apparently, there's a second one out there too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they said it's more of a prequel, I guess. Which I don't know how you would have a prequel to it, but I guess it's more of a prequel.
It's Idiocracy too?
Yeah, Idiocracy too. Cole says, I love how she uses a sticky note instead of duct tape so it's easier to remove for. Shut up, Cole.
Yeah, I wasn't going to read that one out loud. Silly.
Slaps the heck out of him. Anyways, a prequel that, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So almost like it's like almost like the events I think that led up to it. But still, I would have liked to have like peeked back in, I guess. I don't know. It kind of seemed like it was summed up pretty nicely. I'm not sure really what else they could have done with it. You know.
I don't know. I can't wrap my mind around it right now.
Yeah, maybe just showing how the world gets fixed a little bit, I guess, because they never took care of the nuclear reactor. I think that was one of the things that was like glowing or having an issue in I think Georgia or something. Get a virtual camera so that it's not an issue ever. Oh, you can get virtual cameras?
I don't even know what that means.
Me either, but that sounds like something that that would be useful. Oops, I'm gonna click every button now. There we go.
Back to the old man thinking again. Do those words go together?
Exactly. So, is there anything you want to add to, or any closing statements, or anything you want to discuss before we head up? We should try to figure out what movie we want to do next. That'd be a good one.
Oh, well, you know what? I got this little bit of information here that I wanted to share. It kind of contradicts Cole. So one of us might be right, one of us might be wrong. I'm tempted to think that I might be wrong, but here we go. Director Mike Judge was inspired to create the film after noticing a trend in advertising and feeling that it was indicative of a cultural decline. The story evolved from a concept developed for a satirical television commercial. So
I'm going with yours.
You know, it sounds plausible.
Yeah.
But who knows if that's actually true or not. My research
I
is
nominate
flimsy.
that's
I'll
true.
tell you that. I'll tell you that. My research is absolutely 100% flimsy.
No less flimsier than Cole's.
You know, I could be wrong. We've actually had different origins for different things and come up with different. We've got conflicting information on some things.
And then Cole says he probably took. Yeah, you would say that because you lost, because results won. He probably took inspiration from both of us, or from both.
You just need to double check ChatGPT more often. In Cole's research.
And then he says, hey, my research is 10 out of 10. Cole, I lost faith in you after you told me that the Banana Split movie wasn't gory, and then it was like the most goriest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That sad face emoji says something different.
Watch it through my hands.
Tra la 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 la.
See, I love that song too. I'm gonna if I ever see Cole, I'm gonna swat him on the back of his head. He said inspiration from both of us. inspiration from watching our.
Well,
Okay.
something ain't right with that boy. Sorry, I said
Last
I
one from
can't.
Cole says, "Dang, how come I?" There goes. Having issues. Sorry, I said I couldn't remember it was a guess. You watched the movie. You could have told me after. I know. I can't get over that because that was just a disgusting movie. It was just foul, just disgusting. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. Oh, but I do recommend Idiocracy. Let me rephrase that. We see Mike Judge's phrases. Yes, he did a great movie, and I love him on King of the Hill. This was great. It was funny so far. I think Soylent Green so far has been my favorite movie out of everything we've watched so far. But
Hey,
yeah.
Savage Gerbil, we are singing Mike Judge's praises.
And then he says, "What's disgusting?" I said, "Oh, the banana split movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was like gory and it was the violence was gratuitous. The gore was gratuitous. I don't know, whichever one."
We will sing Mike Judge's praises, and if somebody disagrees, we will kindly but firmly ask them to leave. The banana splits, I think, came at a time when nobody knew anything about them. It was too far removed from the time period. I mean, you're looking at the tail end or the tail end of my childhood where we were watching that, and so without any other real reboots, I don't count the Cartoon Network cartoon reboots of it because those were just horrible, and nobody watched those anyway. But they were trying to. Oh, this is where me and Cole differed. Cole says that they were trying to. They reshaped the Five Nights at Freddy feature film that was turned down. Where I say that they were trying to beat Five Nights at Freddy's to the theaters with a known property and hoping to get that. And because Five Nights at Freddy's didn't get to the theaters and that deal fell apart, they got there all by themselves and crashed horribly and painfully.
And then Willy's Wonderland ended up picking up, what did you say? Picking up the something. I don't know. My brain's fried.
Yes, Office Space was incredibly funny. It was a good movie. Yes, I enjoyed their take on what Dallas was like. Have you seen Office Space?
Not seen it. I still got to see that. Is it like a? Actually, I got an invite to watch Office Space, but I knew it was an old movie. And it was like some guy had asked me, "Oh, you want to watch Office Space?" And I knew what he was trying to do, the whole Netflix and chill thing. So I called him out on it, and then he was not thrilled. He's like, "I would never." I'm like, "Yes, you would. You just did it right there." Because I played stupid. Like, "Oh, where's it playing at? At my house." Yeah, no thanks. And then just like this. Then he sent me screenshots of him with this other girl. I was like, "See, I'm a really nice person. Look at what she's saying." I'm like, all you're doing is showing me that you're dating other women. Why would I be interested in you doing? Just TLDR. Guys do stupid things, and they're easy to figure out which ones are the dumb ones. And then there's easy to pick from the good ones because there are good guys out there. Savage Dribble says Willy's Wonderland was the kind of magic I'd always hoped to find renting random horror flicks back in the day.
I wonder if that was DVDs or cassettes.
Cool, are you doing a crying face? Well, you were smart for figuring that out, but the movie was great. Are you crying because I didn't go and see Office Space? Is that why you're doing the crying emoji, Cole?
That is a weird flex, though. Office Space instead of something else.
I mean, either way, he was going to get shot down. No, it's like we just had a coffee date, and then the next date you want to ask is a Netflix and chill date. Come on, what kind of girl did you take me for? Savage Dribble says it was one first, then it was the other. And then Cole says crying because that's a hilarious story. Oh, okay. He said I'm a good guy. Well, it depends on your definition of good. Yeah, exactly. think my favorite was getting someone yelling at me that they were an effing decent person. Like, if you're a good, decent person, you don't have to scream it at me. Here's another one from Cole. Okay, but what if he had said Willy's Wonderland? Well, I mean, no. I would have rather watched it on my own. Gosh, how long ago was that? That would have been like at least, oh God, I'm like getting old here. That would have been like at least 6 years ago. So, I mean, I would have been like, no, I'll just watch it 6 years later on a podcast with my good buddy Cole, who's going to screw me over and make me watch a horror flick. Cole, I'm a good, decent person. So yeah, anyways, now that we've circled back to a couple shows, anything else you want to add? Because I think I'm kind of done with my notes on the show. I think we kind of went over.
I'm done with my notes, on the show. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for
it. Okay, and then thoughts on wax play. What's wax play? Like earwax?
No.
Solid no is just like cracking me up. No.
Well, I don't know if you should have a what do they call those things? Private browser when you look up wax play or not. Because it may not be a film. It may not be a film. It may be it may be something Jonathan Majors is trying to hide from the jury.
Okay, well then I don't think I need to pop that up on the browser or my search engine. I'd rather watch it 6 years later with Cole Person. What? I'm a time traveler.
Silly little man.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you say tomorrow, Cole? We make fun of people and video games.
Ooh, that'd be interesting. I'm down to watch you guys do that. What time are you guys going to do that at?
It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time, the actual award show, I think. So we're probably going to go 1 hour earlier and stream predictions and things of that nature and just talk. And I might say something funny.
All right, then. Okay, so it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern, so that's 4 p.m. my time. Okay, so 4 p.m. PST. Yeah, then I want to watch. I'll watch you guys on. I was going to say on whose stream, but your stream.
I don't know whose stream it's going to be on, but I will be a guest.
Oh, okay. So you guys are going to be a guest on someone's stream. Okay, well, send Argus, put it on Twitter so I can watch.
Nah. Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
I want to watch. Come on, guys. I want to be in the live chat. No, you can't even watch. You're banned from watching. Jeez, ouch.
No, you can do that. Absolutely. Everybody can come and watch. It'll be great. Yeah. I imagine link will be hitting your Twitter. Yes, at some point. When somebody gives me information, I will share it with the dozens and dozens of people who follow me online.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Miss Savage says, yeah, what she said. Yeah, we want to watch it. We want to watch. If they were all here, they'd be saying the same thing. We want to watch. And then, okay, cool. I'll give you the details of who missed 1776, and I'll link you the stream when it starts. There's one spot left for open, though, if you do want to join the finals. No, I don't know games. I wouldn't know League of Legends or games. And
well, the only thing you need to know about esports and games is that in team competition, women play support.
Yeah, okay, so then we'd be support from the live chat. Apparently, I've got to play support.
I learned that the other day. So,
okay, so yeah, if you guys have any suggestions on movies you'd like me and Rosales to review, remember they have to be a cautionary tale of some sort. Let us know. Preferably sci-fi, horror, cautionary tales. Let me rephrase that. If it's going to be horror, do old school horror. I do not want anything that's gory, nasty, things that are going to give me nightmares. Do not recommend anything like Cole would recommend. I don't need Willy's Wonderland with guts galore. I don't need any Lady in the Water stuff. None of that weirdness. Not that either of those are cautionary tales. Miss will be cheering for Mario to win GOTY because it's the most family friendly
game of the year.
Oh, okay. You know what? We're gonna skip. Okay, that we'll save that one for another stream, Andrew. Cole, how angry would you be if I recommend? I'll cut you, Cole. I will cut you. I will cut you. Do not recommend The Lighthouse. That is not even a cautionary. That is not even a cautionary tale, Cole. It's not even, and it has to be an old. There has to be like some age behind it. Idiocracy was able to skate by because it's 2006, and that counts as old because that's at least a decade old. Almost two.
Yeah, think about this for a second. Everybody who was born in the year 2000 can definitely say right now to their children, because they probably have a couple, that they were born at the turn of the century.
I'm scared. That makes me feel really old. Well, I mean, I was born in '89, so I'm just going to brag about being one of the last great decades.
You were born years after I graduated.
Graduated high school?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Because I'm looking at them. Yeah, my mom is like, well, my mom is, I'm not going to say her age because people ever put her age and Jaded's age, I'll never hear the end of it. So I'm just going to say my mom is a year. My mom is an age. Moving on to another subject. Here we go. You ever see When the Wind Blows? It's on YouTube. It's in its entirety. Yes, Twilight Zone is a cautionary tale. Wait. Twilight Zone or Twilight the movie? I don't think Twilight Zone, right? We're going with Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone is the cautionary tales.
Requiem for a Dream. What horrors.
Is it?
If you like being pie-faced with a message.
You know what, Cole? Cole, you have our own stream. You need to sit this one out. You can suggest movies for our stream. I'm gonna have you sit this one out because you'll do some. If you want to do the out there stuff, we'll do it on ours. I welcome Y2K smoking a joint in a hot tub. Still freaks me out that people after 2000 can drink. Oh, Savage, I thought you were younger than me.
No, she was sitting there. She was sitting there in that hot tub looking up at midnight, waiting for the planes to fall out of the sky, you know, in that hot tub and just being all buzzed out. She would have had a great view of all of the airplanes just falling out of the air, which was what they predicted because of the whole computer clock thing. So
they predicted that. Why would they be flying airplanes at that time?
Stupidity wasn't born in the year 2000.
Twilight did give me caution. Anyone I see sparkling, I drive a stake through their heart. I'm not chancing. That is just glitter.
There's a lot of libraries you can't go to.
Let's see. Thank you for smoking or Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's interesting. Thank you for smoking. That one sounds familiar. I feel like that one came out. I was in high school.
It was a while back.
Yeah.
Is what it was. And
we will do a grab bag. We'll do a grab bag with some of these titles. Nah, he's 83. I'm no longer allowed to strip clubs. I can't imagine why.
It's all the glitter. It triggers her.
Oh, I'd make a joke about Jade not being allowed to strip clubs, but you know, then he's just gonna
hang on 1 second. We need assistance at stage 2. We need assistance at stage 2.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind would be a perfect one. Masterful film, great cautionary tale about forgetting things. Is it about forgetting things?
Like what?
I don't know. I was supposed to watch it in my film theory class, and then we never did.
But you forgot.
Yeah, the professor forgot. We had to watch something else. He was a weird dude. He was like a weird dude, and he was like a theatrical guy. He had like these piercing blue eyes and like this jet black hair. And like one time I was just sitting there trying to do my homework and pay attention. It was kind of cold in the class. And also his face was like right up next to me. He's like, "Did you want me to shut the door?" Scared the heck out of me. I was like, "God, your eyes are like the devil. Get away from me." Poor man, he was trying to be nice, but yeah. Let's see. It's about forgetting important memories.
Hmm.
Let's see. Internal Sunshine was brutal. You go to this place to remove memories, help forget, get over breakups or whatever. Saw it right after my first engagement fell apart. Good film, but it was a gut punch.
Oh, well, that may have been situational then.
Huh. All right.
Yeah, so sometimes if you're in the right frame of mind to get gut punched like that, you don't see the heavy-handedness of certain things. So, if you are really looking, if that's something that you feel like maybe you could have benefited from, and then you see how it all falls apart afterwards, how it's not really the thing that you want, because a lot of times those stories are about that the thing that you think you desperately need and desperately want are not the same, yeah, are not what you really do need. So there's a lot of regret, kind of like when you go out and you realize that the uh, McRib is back, and then you go buy one or two, and then you eat them, and then you instantly regret because it's crap, and you say you're never going to do it again, and then they remove it for about a year and a half, and then they release it one more time, and then you get that first high of knowing that the McRib is back, and then you go and you eat it, and it's like, this is just like Karen, my old girlfriend. Why do I keep going back? Why do I keep going back? Triggering memories. Anyway.
Andrew Clark says yes. Apparently there's a group of people that follow the McRib around the country, or I guess they used to follow it around. As far as my recollections go, you hit the premise of the movie you just described every time I buy a foot-long coney.
Ooh, foot-long coney. Is that from Sonic? We have a restaurant in Texas called Sonic.
Is it good?
It's called Sonic Drive-Through because it's supposed to remind you of the old drive-through restaurants, drive-up restaurants. They got, for a while there, they had waiters, the delivery people would deliver wearing roller skates, so they would roll out to your car like they did back in the 50s. And now they got the whole digital thing where you're touching the screen, to order everything now, and you slide your card in, and without having to give your card to the waiter, I mean I guess the delivery guy or girl, they're losing out on tips because that's what you did. You gave them the cash, and you let them keep the change, or they brought you the receipt, and you would sign it, and you would see the tip there, and you'd see them on the roller skates, and then you would add your tip to the receipt. But now that you're doing it at the window, at the menu, and you pushing buttons, and you just go boom, 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 people are less likely to tip, and so they go downhill. I think their hot dog has gotten skinnier over the years. I remember it being a lot plumper than it is right now. It's just a thin little finger in a bun covered with chili and onions and cheese.
I don't know. The Sonic Firehouse tastes like crap. Like not seasoned anything, so nothing seasoned. I think the only thing that was good was the drinks. I don't know if that was just like my experience 10 years ago and it soured it for me or what.
It may have, everything has gone downhill though, because quality and customer service are things of the past. You don't need it anymore. And, even though you can have food delivered to your house, those people expect a tip and will probably do stuff to your food if you don't.
I know, right? Especially some of those clips where those people get like $5, they'd see how nice the house is and then start freaking out. And sometimes you want to tip after you receive the food to see, okay, did it come like all, everything like came normal or whatever? Is everything like good? And then you want to tip after. I like to do my tips after.
Yeah.
He says, my local one just went out of business, so I can't see their way. Sonic Burgers suck, but I like their hot dogs. And then he says, I've got a couple little family-run joints that I frequent. As expensive as fast food got, it's any more expensive. Yeah, exactly. I have a couple little places that I like that are by my house.
I couldn't imagine going to fast food on either coast. I found out that the Big Mac meal in Maine is upwards of $18 for just the meal. Not even supersized. Um, just small fries, small soda, and a Big Mac in Maine.
Gee.
And that's not the way it's priced here. In Texas, where I reside. No, it's a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper. I'm not going to make anybody jealous, but it's a little bit cheaper. However, that goes to regional pricing. Because things cost different, supplies different, and in the regions that you're at. So some places are cheaper to live in than others. And so when I went to a place called Ollie's Closeouts here in Texas, I was so surprised that the prices were similar to the ones that I'd seen in videos from the East and West Coast, where there, it's a good price. Okay. Yeah. You get these action figures that have been discontinued at the major stores, and they're a lot older. And in California, when you get an action figure for $9.99, that's a steal, because at the retail shops, for retail price, it's going to be a lot more than that. You get to here in Texas, and that's the retail price. So you're not saving anything at Ollie's because they don't have any regional pricing. It's the same from coast to coast and everywhere in the middle. So Ollie's is empty for the most part of customers where I'm at.
And from Savage Gerbil says, Oregon boy, you're looking at an uncomfortably close to $20 if you aren't buying off the value menu. Hell, I think one chicken quesadilla at Taco Bell is $7 or $8. Ooh, yeah. Jeez, that's pricey. Yeah. Yeah, forget it. No, in California, it's better just to go to the little Mexican restaurants here. It's so much cheaper, and then you're getting actual Mexican food.
Better to buy it from the guy on the street. That's very cheap.
I mean, it's your. I mean, what do they say? It's your
funeral? Is that what they say?
Yeah, pretty much. Tourist place in my area, so there are many good restaurants, basically fast food besides KFC and Pizza Hut, and then shocking how expensive fast food is now. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're counting them up in pesos. It's like 4 million pesos for El Happy Meal.
El Happy Meal. Okay, so anything.
Sonrisa. Y el customer es triste.
Anything else you want to say or do before we kind of close out tonight? I know, sorry guys, just tonight's a random night because it's MSK's birthday stream at 7, so I want to go. But other than that, Wednesday nights will be just me and Rosales' nights. But okay, of course, the one night time, like, okay, you know what, this is gonna work best for me and you, is the one night that it just gets all crazy. So, but we start on time today, so I'm happy.
Yeah, that's good. And we wanted to only go an hour anyway, so we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing, and me and you will try to figure out what next week will be, because I don't know. There's so many good options too. Someone had recommended something called Brazil. I do want to check that out.
Brazil. Okay. Yeah. But let's do that. Let's do Brazil.
Yeah. I gotta, was that what the title was? Was it just Brazil?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Then I'm glad. God, it's going to be some scary movie. Worse than the.
No, it's not. It's not scary, but it's a dark comedy, is what it is. And love Terry Gilliam, not Gilman. He is not Terry Gilman. It's Gilliam, Terry Gilliam.
So now that makes me nervous right there. Cole saying it's an amazing film. That's scary, Cole. Cole, maybe you should just be quiet on recommendations one way or the other, because that scares me either way, Cole. But yeah, if you don't make her watch a Serbian film, Cole. Yes.
Listen to Savage Gerbil.
Yeah, I'm going to listen to that one. Yeah, okay, maybe we'll do Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. Terry Gilliam was a member of Monty Python's Flying Circus, and he did, so everything is very, very much off the wall, and it's a look at the society, and it's the rich, the culturally rich, and so on. So it's there's a woman who somebody's mother has an obsession with plastic surgery and takes it to an extreme, and it's kind of amusing. It's also kind of disturbing, but it's not gory, and it's not shocking for shock's sake. It's a good movie. It really
Okay,
is.
yeah. Check that one out, and then maybe we'll do it, pair it with that Twilight Zone. If it has to do with books like Eye of the Beholder or something.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like Eye of the Beholder. But I think, yeah, let's watch it again. It's been so long for me. I saw it in theaters, so I'll have to rewatch it again to see what would pair well with that.
Okay, cool. Okay,
But yeah,
well then maybe you can tell. We'll chat after, and we'll chat over DMs, and we'll figure out what to pair with it. If you think that there's a better pairing for it, then yeah,
okay.
go for it.
So we'll do this again next week.
Yeah, next week at try to do it at the same time around 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific.
There you go.
All right, everybody have a good evening, and thank you for coming on. Oh, anything coming up on your channel?
And the only thing coming up on my channel Sunday, we are doing a holiday stream. So that'll be a fun thing to do. And then afterwards, we will, the next week after that, we're going to do a look ahead to 2024 by Andrew. And we will then take a couple of weeks off to party and recover like it's 1999. So
And
that's what we're
yeah,
going to do.
yeah, that sounds good. Sounds great. Looking forward to that. And guys, that is 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and 9 a.m. Central Sunday for
Yeah.
Rosales' channel. Carl
And then,
says, go
oh
ahead.
yeah, I was going to say there's also the game stream, the Game Awards stream tomorrow. So you'll get the information from Cole, and then you can share it with everybody else, and we'll see everybody there in the chat.
And Cole, I will definitely let you know. We got to talk about it because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any streams this week. This might be my only stream I do this week. So for everybody, the the lady stream will return on the 24th of December, and I believe December 16th or 17th. I got to go look at a calendar. We will have our biotrans stream again, the one that we weren't able to have a couple weeks ago, and same with the conspiracy stream that will be back again next week. But yeah, this week I'm taking off. So everybody have a good one and go check out Rosales' channel. And oh yes, thank you. And invited to Thinkers for tomorrow morning. Yes, I will try to be on Thinkers tomorrow morning. I'll definitely be there on my deathbed, but I will be there. See you, Andrew. See you tomorrow. And thank you guys for the invite. Everybody take care now.
Peace.